Okay, so when you think of Angola, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, the story probably boils down to just a few words: oil, diamonds, and a really long, difficult war. But those headlines, as true as they are, they don't even begin to tell the real story. So today, we're going to go beyond them. We're going to uncover the land, the people, and the incredible paradoxes that really define this amazing nation. So let's just get those common ideas out on the table first, right? For most people, the story of Angola usually starts here. First up, there's oil. As Africa's second largest producer, this black gold has pretty much single-handedly shaped Angola's entire modern economy and, its place on the world stage. Then, of course, you've got diamonds. Angola is the world's third largest producer of these incredible gems, a source of both unbelievable wealth and, historically, some really devastating conflict. And that brings us to conflict. After independence, Angola went through a brutal civil war that lasted for nearly 30 years, and that left some deep, lasting scars on the soul of the nation. But here's the thing. Those words, oil, diamonds, conflict, they're just scratching the surface. They're just the prologue. To really understand Angola, we need to look at the land, the people, and the wild paradoxes that define it today. First, let's just talk about the sheer scale of this place. Angola's geography isn't just vast, it's a land of incredible and, honestly, pretty surprising extremes. So it's over 1.2 million square kilometers, which makes it the seventh largest country in all of Africa. But a number that big is kind of hard to get your head around, right? What does that size actually feel like? Well, here's a little perspective for you. You could take the entire state of Texas and the whole country of France, squish them together, and they would still fit inside Angola with room to spare. And inside that massive space, the environment changes a lot. Down in the south, you've got this dry, arid landscape. It's basically an extension of the famous Namib Desert. But if you travel north, it completely transforms into a humid, tropical climate with these really intense rainy seasons. It's like two different worlds in the same country. Now, the geographical heart of the country is the Planalto do Bié. It's this enormous high-altitude plateau that covers almost 2/3 of the land. People call it the water tower of the region because it feeds these iconic rivers like the Okavango, which actually starts its long journey right here before it creates that famous delta in Botswana. And all that water creates some absolutely jaw-dropping sights. At the massive Calendula Falls, one of the biggest in Africa, there's this local legend that the spirit of a great queen lives in the water. People claim that you can still hear her voice in the constant, powerful roar of the falls. Pretty cool, right? So that's the land. But a nation is always more than its geography, isn't it? And if Angola's land is a story of extremes, its people, well, that's a story of incredible youth and resilience. Get this, the median age in Angola is just 16.1. 16. That is unbelievably young, making it one of the youngest populations, not just in Africa, but on the entire planet. This is a nation that is literally powered by youthful energy. And how do they all communicate? Well, while there are lots of national languages, the colonial past has left a huge linguistic mark. Over 70% of the population speaks Portuguese. And if you're in the cities, that number jumps to a staggering 85%. And of course, you can't talk about culture without talking about food. The national dish is called Mwamba de Galinha. It's this delicious, rich chicken stew that gets its unique flavor and color from palm oil. It's usually served with something called funge, which is a cassava porridge that's just perfect for soaking up every last drop of that amazing sauce. In the art world, few pieces from Angola are as famous as this one. It's known as the Thinker, and this chokeway sculpture has become this incredibly powerful national symbol. It's meant to represent the soul, the wisdom, and the deep cultural roots of all Angolan people. So, okay, we have this vast, beautiful land in this vibrant, super young population. But this brings us to the central tension of modern Angola, this deep, deep paradox between its immense wealth and the daily reality for so many of its citizens. I mean, make no mistake, Angola is sitting on an absolute treasure chest of natural resources. It's a powerhouse in oil and diamonds, sure, but the ground also holds huge amounts of gold, iron ore, copper, and a whole lot more. And yet, here is the paradox. The capital city, Luanda,
which is fueled by all that oil money, is consistently ranked as one of the most expensive cities in the world for foreigners to live in. This inequality is literally written on the capital's skyline. You've got these gleaming oil-funded skyscrapers towering over these sprawling, informal neighborhoods, which are known as musikes. That sharp contrast right there tells the story of a nation that's still figuring out how to share its incredible wealth. But beyond the headlines and all the paradoxes, there's another side to Angola. It's a country of surreal, almost unbelievable natural wonders that hint at a completely different kind of future. Take a look at this. This is the Miradoro da Lua, or viewpoint of the moon. It's this absolutely breathtaking landscape of cliffs and pinnacles that have been carved by wind and rain over centuries into something that looks, well, otherworldly, like a little slice of the moon's surface was just dropped onto the African coast. Or how about this, the Cemiterio dos Navios? It's this surreal and hauntingly beautiful stretch of coast where dozens of these huge, rusting, abandoned ships are just slowly being devoured by the sand and the sea. Each one is like a skeleton telling a forgotten story. So we're left with this picture, right? A vast land of extremes, a nation powered by the world's youngest generation, a treasure chest of resources, and these landscapes of just surreal beauty. All the pieces are here. The question that remains is, what story will Angola choose to build with them?